Welcome to our Why Invest Here series. Today we're going to be focusing on why the Gap would be a great area to purchase an investment property in. The Gap's a suburb located approximately 5 kilometres west of the Brisbane CBD with a median sale price of $696,000. The Gap has a median rent of $530 a week and the median yield's currently sitting at 3.99%. The Gap is mostly made up of properties with owner-occupiers living in them, yet there's such a high demand for tenants to be moving into this area. So I'm super excited to be meeting with Kathleen to give us a little bit of insight as to why the Gap's such a sought-after area for tenants. Kathleen, thanks so much for being here today.
No worries.
Now, you've been selling property for
Almost 13 years.
almost 13 years.
In the Gap.
In the Gap?
Yeah.
Now, you live in the Gap yourself?
Yes.
You breathe the Gap?
Yes.
You love the Gap?
Yes, I'm a bit of an ambassador
For the
Gap.
Perfect. Tell everyone listening today, why would the Gap be a good area to purchase an investment property in?
I think when you look at who makes up a really good tenant, it would be a family, right?
Absolutely. Families are what investors are looking for
Yeah.
when it does come to all professional couples, both of them, for a good applicant in terms of securing a tenant.
Well then, in terms of family, 9 times out of 10 I think you'd likely get a family who's looking to rent a property in the Gap. The reason for that being the Gap State High School. It's a great catchment, it's a great school, really good area, and we should also mention the really good primary schools in the area too. So I think if you're an investor, you want to purchase a home and you want to know that it's going to be really well looked after, the Gap would be a really good suburb to consider.
And that's definitely something that we see in terms of the level of interest and tenant inquiry in the Gap.
Yep.
We know over November, December, January that people looking to move into the school catchment, because it is closed off now, you do have to be living in the actual catchment. The demand's high, and when the demand's high, it drives price. So we see properties renting for above the listed price over that peak period where we do have families relocating and making a move for the school catchment.
Yeah. I think it's also really important to note that there's so many other great areas about the Gap. We've got some beautiful parks here, family parks, footpaths, bike paths, the reservoir. So when people move here to live here, it's not always just based on the school. It's based on lifestyle. So I think we need to factor that in too.
Absolutely. Look, if you have any questions from a rental, buying or selling perspective, please do not hesitate to contact Kathleen or myself. We'd absolutely love to assist.
Thanks, Nat.